I am a tinkerer. I love to make things myself. I love to take things that I didn't make myself and make them my own. And I would say that that's the biggest way that I do engineering in my daily life. So in this video, I'm going to show a few of my favorite examples of the ways I've tinkered with things. I hope you enjoy. Starting with probably my most impressive is a game I made called Rocket Fly. I made this with Unity. I made all the art and programming myself. It's just a simple little game where you dodge rocks and you earn money the farther you fly. I had a lot of fun with coming up with all these creative different rockets, and I also had a lot of fun making the art for the game. I think there's something about the way that creativity intersects with engineering when you're making a video game that really makes me enjoy this form of computer science. I also know that other minds might be as curious as mine, so I intentionally left the save data in an easy-to-find place and an easy-to-read file format, just in case someone was curious like me and wanted to see how the game was actually saving the data. You can also edit it pretty easily to cheat. As far as the code goes, I had to remake all of it because the first time I made it, I did not know how to keep my code organized. Now I'm very diligent about that. I also have almost no inheritance because I hadn't really figured it out by the time I finished most of this game. I had figured out how to make custom classes, and I tried to use that to keep things organized. Some of the code is just simple UI, a lot of the code is messing with the physics to make the rockets actually fly. And it was a really great experience and a lot of fun. I learned a lot about coding in general, and honestly this is how I learn everything, is just by experience. Speaking of experience, one way that I like to get experience is through game competitions. Here's the results I had on one of them. I didn't do amazing, and I often don't, but to me it's not about winning the competition as much as finishing a game in the time frame according to the theme, and having a product to be proud of. Which is also why I make all my own art, music, and programming for all my games. I think it's much more important to have that experience than to simply finish a game in time. On that note, when it comes to playing games other people have made, like Minecraft, as you can see, I enjoy modding and messing with the files more than I even enjoy playing the games. I spent hours making this modded version of Minecraft with 135 mods, and I only played it for about 10 minutes. On the topic of modding, I also modded my 3DS. I pretty much do this to any technology I can get my hands on to reverse engineer it and understand how it was designed. On that note, seeing the internal electronics, or at least the bit that Nintendo left visible, was really cool. I also had a lot of fun editing it with my own custom OS. This classic game is not really meant to play on the 3DS, but I installed it just for the sake of having one that I knew I did myself. This is another example of something where I pretty much only played it while I was modding it and haven't touched it since. I do this reverse engineering and modding in a lot of different ways, small and big, like putting this Velcro on my desk so that my audio interface wouldn't slide around, or taking apart this hotel keycard that I had left in my pocket after a trip. This is a big box of electronics that's specifically for doing stuff like that. These are two screens that I accidentally burnt out, and I still don't fully understand how I did that, but I since finished the project. I made a little video game console out of it, and then I took it all apart so I can make something else later. Thanks, Dad, for buying me this kit, by the way. But missing from that kit is this little Raspberry Pi, which I tried to turn into a server to use for different things around the house. It worked, but unfortunately it was too slow, and I ended up using something else instead. I still keep it on my desk because I think it looks cool, and I think it's a good reminder that sometimes it's okay to do things just because they're cool or just because it's worth learning about something. So yeah, that pretty much shows how the tinkerer in me comes out of my life. I hope you liked it, and thank you for watching. Have a good one.